Adlestrop. On the morning of the 25th of June 1914, Edward Thomas had risen early. The weather was glorious, and he crossed London with Helen to Paddington Station in time to catch the 10:20 train to Malvern. At 11:44, the train drew up at Oxford. He recorded the haymakers toiling beneath the hot sun. It was 80 degrees in the shade that day. He wrote in his notebook, "Then we stopped at Adlestrop. Through the willows could be heard a chain of blackbird songs at 12:45, and one thrush and no man seen, only a hiss of engine letting off steam. Stopping outside Campden by banks of long grass, willow, herb and meadowsweet, extraordinary silence between the two periods of travel. One man clears his throat, and a greater rustic silence. No house in view. Stop only for a minute, till signal is up." Thomas was not yet writing poems when he made these notes, but on the 8th of January 1915, laid up with a sprayed ankle, he drew upon his notebook for the easy, wistful tone that would become his best-loved poem, although the opening lines had been anything but effortless. Yes, I remember Adlestrop, at least the name. One afternoon, the express slowed down there and drew up. The express train slowed down there and drew up quite... He stopped and scored this out with rapid, repeated stroke, and underneath he started again, this time giving the poem its title and changing the class of train. Yes, I remember Adlestrop, at least the name. One afternoon, the steam train slowed down and drew up. He tried again. One afternoon of heat, the train slowed and drew up there unexpectedly. 'Twas June. From there, 3 further stanzas followed rapidly, with just 2 minor corrections along the way. But he remained unsatisfied with the first verse and made 2 further attempts at tightening it. Of course, the train had to be express and not steam if it was to pull up unexpectedly, he reasoned. Though about this word, unexpectedly, he also had doubts and tried against its custom before he hit upon exactly the word that he was looking for: unwontedly. Adlestrop. Yes, I remember Adlestrop, the name, because one afternoon of heat, the express train drew up there unwontedly. It was late June. The steam hissed. Someone cleared his throat. No one left and no one came on the bare platform. What I saw was Adlestrop, only the name, and willows, willow herb and grass and meadowsweet, and haycocks dry, no whit less still and lonely fair than the high cloudlets in the sky. And for that minute, a blackbird sang close by, and round him, mistier, farther and farther, all the birds of Oxfordshire and Gloucestershire.